I actually enjoyed it. For me, I was probably the awkward person that walked past twice and went, "Nah, I'm not going." And then I made myself just come.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I started off pretty closed off, and by the time we got through the first page of questions, I found that I did open up a lot more. And yeah, some of the questions would do the question, and then we'd just get chatting and take a while to actually get back to the next question.
I felt like in the beginning a bit sort of, I guess, a little bit sort of nervous or uncomfortable, but then as we went, it became much more, sort of fluent and a fun experiment.
I think it's just a fun way to chat to people, but with the questions, it helps you open up and talk about interesting things rather than small talk.
I found it really good, and I just found that that the people in the group were very honest and they weren't in facade, and it was just really lovely, and that sort of builds a rapport straight away.
It's a set of questions that make you think about what's important in life and help you to share your vulnerability with others.
I really enjoyed it. I love the sharing of conversations and the just how it made us all think more with and communicated.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I think it's really a good way to communicate with people with a control system in place. So instead of having to talk about random stuff, you actually end up having some sort of directive in your conversation. So it helps, and everyone's in the same position. So yeah, I think it's a good way to get to know people on a level playing field. Maybe
it's not that I don't like the questions or answering them, but I don't like watching the responses from people when you ask about deaths in the family. So less the question, more no one likes seeing people sad.
I'd like to commend and be really appreciative of everyone that was here for their openness and their giving. I'd really appreciate the time here, and I'm grateful, and I've had a really nice time chatting with these people. But I probably was expecting more of a practice dating thing, and for me, what I would have liked to have got out of the event was to actually, practice my skills in that area. I do believe in the whole establishing connections with people, developing a foundation, rather than the way that dating has been and is being advertised on the superficial aspects of it. So I think there's a really, really good basis for the 36 questions. And I am 100% convinced if I'd shared those 36 with potential partners, then
they're magical.
They would be magical. The questions are good. The science knows they're good. It's a process.
Exactly.
I quite enjoyed it. I've watched them. I have read them before, so when I saw you doing this experiment, I was kind of interested in doing it with other people. I thought that was really cool. I felt like I knew that this was just kind of a fun social experiment, and just a relaxed thing. And
that was really interesting. That was funny. There was something different. You get to know about yourself a bit more as well, because it's the kind of thing that you don't really think about yourself in general. And thinking about your life as well. There's 3 questions. It was kind of like, how am I going to answer that? But I'm super chatty, so it's usually quite easy.
No, look, I've had fun, and as I said, I walked past a couple of times and went, "Nah, I'm going home." And I'm glad I stayed. I've had a good night.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I was waiting for Sid because I don't like doing things by myself. And I did sit on the beach, and I was like, I might just leave. But I came, and it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always awkward at first, but it's enjoyable by the end of it. Take little steps.
I found it was great. It's really good to meet new people and get to hear about their life and what's been key in their lives. And it was good to be able to just share a bit of myself. And I think it's the questions are a very effective way of helping people open up. I'm more relaxed about this than I thought I would be. Yes, I've definitely felt definitely awkward. I was not going to come.
So you were a group of people that were like, I don't want to do this, and then I stuck you all together.
Yes, that's pretty much how it worked out. It's a chance to really get to know someone. If you've, especially on a date, someone that you're wanting to get to know, it's a wonderful experience to either meet somebody new and get to know them. It's a really good chance to also learn about yourself as well. So while you're learning about someone new, someone that you never met before, you're also getting to remember the positive things about just happening in your own life.
Yeah.
So I think this is a wonderful experience to do for everybody.